Donna Gelman here, naturopathic doctor, and again I'm here with my guest Susan Marks, creator and founder of Greater Clarity Health Notes. Now this video I think is going to be one of my favorites because we get to compare the book Thrive, the vegan nutrition guide, to the Paleo Solution. Now you would think that these are like drastically different books, but we actually find a striking commonality between the two of them, and I'm going to let Susan talk about that. So this I'm just intrigued with. So please, Susan, share with us what you found with your health notes.
All right, so we're going to start with the Paleo Solution, and just remember, no one size fits all. Our bodies are as individuals our faces, and so you have to find out what works best for you. So vegetarians and vegans, keep an open mind for a moment, because the author of the Paleo Solution, Rob Wolf, grew up with two sick parents who really knew nothing about nutrition. And by the time he reached his mid-20s, he too was sick himself. And he was certain that meat was the culprit. So Wolf chose a vegetarian route, but before he was 30 years old, he suffered from a variety of health issues, including high blood pressure, weird digestive problems, blood sugar swings, and doctors prodded his painful abdomen and came up with a diagnosis ranging everywhere from irritable bowel syndrome to detox symptoms. And Wolf was certain that he could get back to perfect health through a vegetarian lifestyle. And Wolf's mother was diagnosed with celiac disease, gluten intolerance, and got better after she changed her diet. And he was so shocked that he thought, I wonder if I can give up grains too, and if that will make a difference in my health. And so he started researching and discovered the Paleo Diet. And he contacted scientific experts on this, and worked with his doctors and his wellness practitioners, and found himself coming up with the Paleo Diet and trying it himself. And he noticed within a couple of weeks that his blood pressure was normal, he felt better than he had in years, and his doctor said that the recovery couldn't simply be due to diet, but he knew in his gut that diet made all the difference. And so he continued his research, and he put together the book, The Paleo Solution, which is packed full of testimonials from clients who has changed their health. And Wolf believes it's time for us to take responsibility for our own health, which I know you and I both agree to too. And he believes that eating properly can really drastically change your health. And he's done a lot of research to verify this. And what you'll find in the Paleo Solution is that you only eat grass-fed and wild-caught fish, and then lots of vegetables, lots of fruits, no dairy, no grains, no sugars, no processed foods, and so you're eating whole food and wild-caught fish and grass-fed beef.
And lots of vegetables.
And lots of vegetables.
I think a lot of people think of paleo as so heavy with the meat and so heavy with bacon and so heavy, and if you choose to do that you can, but I mean, I love the book because they really do like abundantly go into how important vegetables are. So that kind of leads us into the vegan diet. So let's talk about Thrive.
Right, and you're absolutely right. Vegetables are far more important on the Paleo
Solution
than meat is.
Yeah.
So the next book, Thrive, the Vegan Nutrition Guide, was written by Brendan Brazier, and he began a 17-year experiment ending in this book. And he's kind of a rarity in the world of professional athletes because he's a true vegan, but he's also a top competitive athlete, and I mean an Ironman.
That's amazing.
So he's a heavy-duty athlete. And the Thrive diet removes grains from their usual dominance that you find in vegan and vegetarian diets. So there's no wheat and no corn, which is oftentimes a staple in most vegetarian and vegan diets. And instead, he kind of flipped the pyramid upside down, and you're eating primarily vegetables. Sometimes my friends that are hardcore vegans, I kind of call them carbitarians because they're eating so many grains, right? They're just eating bread, pasta, rice, and potatoes all the time, and that's not what Thrive is about. Thrive is heavy duty on vegetables, just like Paleo is heavy duty on vegetables. And so Brendan, being an athlete, has proven that you can increase your energy and have strong muscle mass even without meat. And what's interesting about his particular vegan diet is you remove grains, primarily wheat and corn. There's some grains you can eat, like amaranth and couscous, and not couscous, quinoa.
Quinoa.
That's the word I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
Well, because couscous has wheat.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's good
quinoa.
for a fusion.
Exactly. Thank you. And but again, no sugar, no processed foods, no dairy.
Right.
So there are some commonalities between
It's
the two.
interesting. You know, one is much heavier, I would say, generally with so much protein, and then one would say there's not so much protein, but really you can get protein in both of these diets, but the commonalities are a lot of vegetables. The commonalities are they take away most grains, so they take away wheat and corn, which are staples in a lot of vegan diets. They take away sugar and they take away dairy. And all of those are big culprits. They're focused on whole foods, and that's what we focus on. So whether you choose to be paleo, whether you choose to be vegan, whether you choose something in between, there's nothing wrong or right, but I do love the commonalities that they both share. So this is great. These were great. And so then these health notes are loaded with information more on these types of diets and other diet books too. So thanks for sharing that.
Sure.
Was there anything else you wanted to mention?
No, I think that if you want to get into the specifics of these, you can find more information in the health notes, but I think, you know, we've had millions of conversations about this, but it's the sugar and the processed foods that are harming you, and everyone is different. You have to see what works for your body, right?
Yeah, I mean, for years I went through vegan, I went through vegetarian, I went through paleo, and you just really have to listen to your gut, really understand your symptoms, get blood work done, see where your levels are at, and really just decide for yourself what's best, and always get good quality food no matter what. Yeah, sounds great. Thank you so much.
Sure.
All right, well, you know where to find these health notes. You want to share that again exactly where?
Sure. Go to greaterclarity.com to get more health notes and use the coupon code Nourish so that you can get a 15% discount off of the Greater Clarity Health Note Library.
Thank you for offering that, Susan. And so we'll be back with more health notes to share, and share this, please, with your family and friends. We love sharing. Okay.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.